tell me the story of the little bear?
Of course I will, darling. Come lie down here and I'll tell you.
Okay, Mommy.
Let me just turn the light off.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
I remember when I was a little girl, my grandma would tell me stories about a little black bear that lived in the mountains far, far away. My grandma used to tell me that the bears were soon to vanish from the face of the earth because we didn't take good care of them. Many years later, rumor had it that a black bear and her cub had been seen close to our village. I really wanted to see them. One night, my father came home and told my mother how the bears had climbed the palm trees to eat dates, and how he had been forced to spend the night guarding the orchard so the bears couldn't come back into the garden. The next night, my father saw the bears while keeping guard, but the neighbors chased them off and out of the garden. The poor bears. I really felt sorry for them. They only wanted to eat. I had heard that the bears of southern Iran were black, not brown like my teddy bears. This was strange. They were smaller too and had a pretty white patch on their chest. From then on, I constantly thought about the bears. I thought they were adorable. One hot summer day, when I had taken our sheep out to graze, I saw a bear. He didn't see me. He kept on playing and I watched him from afar. At first, I was frightened. But he was so cute that I thought I could get even closer to him. But he soon noticed me and fled into a dark, narrow cave. It was very dark inside. I understood that the bear cub was living there. That made me happy. Now that I had found him, I wanted to see him again. All that day, my thoughts were with the bear cub. I was sure I would find him the next day in the very same place. I wanted to try and befriend him. But following his footsteps was still great fun. His path would twist and turn and take me from place to place, as if he were playing with me. Now the hills and orchards were full of mystery, because I knew that my bear cub lived there. He was so lonely. He had lost his mother. He had constant nightmares. He dreamt that bad people had caught him and were torturing him. Big, ugly cars were destroying his home. They laughed out loud and went for the king. Then he remembered his mother and woke up. My little one was hungry. He smelled yummy food one day. A watermelon. He had found a watermelon. My little bear only thought of playing. He didn't pay attention to the dangers around him. One day, the owner of the orchard saw him and chased him, trying to catch him. The little bear ran away with all his might. But he couldn't get away from the man and his friends. Oh dear, the little bear was so frightened. He tried his best to get out of the small, gloomy cage. The little bear was really smart. When those nasty men put him down to take a rest, he broke free silently. He was even more playful than ever before. He climbed rocks and explored his surroundings, trying to get to know the world. But that could be very dangerous. I had heard time and again that the weak don't survive in nature. One time, a big wolf chased him to eat him, but the little bear quickly fled and climbed a tree. Be strong, my little bear. We will see each other again. That day, I could only think of the wolf. I feared for my cub. I wasn't sure we'd meet again. I knew he couldn't have run far on his small legs. So I waited to see him again. One day I saw him again. He was more playful than ever. When I suddenly saw him again so suddenly, I was so excited. I just wanted to watch him. I wondered whether he was glad to see me too. Did he see the world the way I did? I was so happy. I thought we were friends. When we met again, I felt like he was excited too. And he showed it. I knew he was glad to see me. At that moment, I understood his feelings. That day, I had to get back home earlier than usual. But the little bear looked at me as if he wanted me to stay. He followed me secretly to our village. But nasty people caught him. I was so unhappy. I didn't know what to do. No one would listen. My little bear was sad to be trapped. Then I understood why black bears ran away whenever they saw us. Over the years, they had learned that we couldn't be friends. I later learned that my playful friend had escaped. That made me happy. The days went by, and I went to the orchard every day calling out for my little bear. I only saw him once again. Perhaps he too had understood that we couldn't be friends. Perhaps he didn't want to see me anymore. But I knew that Black Bear knew how to love. I knew that bears are good and kind animals that need to be protected. I knew that we had to take good care